Welcome to the Metal Mixtape here on KSKQ 89.5 FM Ashland, Oregon, 94.1 FM Medford, Oregon, and streaming online on KSKQ.org. We have the family, Ethan, Rain, and Izzy. Unholy metal from Portland. They absolutely destroy with songs like Resurrection, All Them Witches. They just destroy. They've been coming at 2021. What is up?
Hail Satan! How you doing, brother?
What's going on?
Dude, I am happy because I am here with all of you guys, and we got a party. We got to do this interview. We haven't done an interview in like a year, maybe, right?
Just about.
I think it's a year.
Under.
It just came across my Facebook memories, so yeah, probably.
Cool. This one will go a lot better.
Yeah.
Our last one went really good though. We had a
Yeah,
grip of fun.
We're still S3 too.
Yeah, we're kind of the nucleus of the band.
Dude, I'm dying to see your band live. Like watching your live videos and your music. Your music really has like good structure where there's no like boring points. You know, I don't mean to be like that vague with a comment, but when I listen to your music, I was like, you guys are your structure entertains the fan all the way through.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you. Keep it interesting.
Yeah,
right?
we appreciate that. Riffs and riffs and riffs.
Oh yeah, no, I absolutely love it. And you know what? It's been such a crazy world here in the last year. But one thing I've noticed is that every band and their grandmothers are dropping new albums, new merch, setting up. I think it brought out the era of do it yourself because we had to do it by ourselves. So I would say probably everybody I knew at least learned like one new trait. Before we talk into the new material and some announcements and everything, tell me as a band what it's felt like in the downtime to kind of, because like the thing is, it was, I talked to a lot of people and agree that it was also a blessing because you had to reassess the music. You almost like reassess what you were playing, how you perform live, because that pressure was off, you know, because with like shows, I always think, especially being in the Portland area, it's like a rat race, you know what I mean? Yeah. It goes quick, and a lot of times there's these new bands that like really want to get on fire, and they're booking bam, 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 you know, and I always say that like it's not like a drug addiction, but we're always, I think as musicians we chase that high, you know? We love playing music, and when we're around people, it's that high from being able to feel everybody's adrenaline in the crowd, everybody's feeling, and it's just like, it's otherworld-like, especially nowadays with us being behind our phones and kind of disconnecting in some sorts. Like, it's that rush. So, without me rambling any further, how has it been as a band during the whole pandemic and the downtime?
I think it was good for development and good for writing and shit. Like, we got to spend a lot of time together, whereas like now we only meet like once a week now that things are back open. And
yeah, you're not having a job is great.
yeah, I mean, I'm a sous chef, and so I work like all the fucking time. But like during the pandemic, everything was shut. We were all here like all the fucking time, and it gave us a long time to like, think about what we're writing and write sort of like truer to who we are than just like pumping out a bunch of songs, you know.
So so you just brought up writing as true as you are. Explain some of these changes that you might have changed in your music that you think was kind of big for you guys.
Well, I mean, so we had like a big lineup change, right?
Okay.
Two
lineup changes.
When you interviewed us the first time, I was the vocalist, and now I'm playing the drums.
And vocals.
I noticed that.
And backup vocals.
You're the chorus on.
I'm the chorus on Resurrection. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not. Yeah.
And then we got Ian, who sadly isn't with us right now, but he is.
Would he die?
He's no longer with us. No, but he's a fucking monster vocalist, and like he is like such more of like a death metal vocalist than I am. So it really helped kind of like it fits really well.
Bruh, he sent us this iPhone video of just like a couple vocals with like no mic or nothing, just him on the fucking iPhone mic. And it was like, dude, you could have made an album out of that.
Yeah.
It was like, holy fuck.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Ian's been a great addition to the band.
So you know what? Over the years, like especially like introducing new members to bands, it's always a sensitive topic because I think like the older you get, like the more upfront you have to be. You know, it's like, hey, we practice, like we're all family, like don't be stupid. You know, don't be like, you know, don't embarrass us or little things like that. Integrating new members, like, was there anything like, was it like if you're good, you're in, or was there like, did it go any deeper?
Vibe check.
Well,
You just
yeah,
invite them over.
Yeah. Also, me and Ian have known each other for like years.
That's what I was gonna say. A lot of the members who have been like kind of extra members have just been friends of either of these guys.
Yeah,
Rain,
my friends.
And that's it. So it's
Rain-
really like
Rain's
close
bringing
knit.
the whole high school
Not
through.
really like going, not like having to go through like Craigslist or extensively like that. So luckily, yeah.
So you know what? Why don't we talk about a little bit of what you guys have in store for everybody? Because like I was talking earlier, I think it was earlier this year around March, you guys released Resurrection and All Them Witches. You're talking about something exciting you wanted to talk about. What do we got surprised?
Well, we have a grip of really dope shows coming up.
All right.
We released our album Resurrection.
That's the big announcement.
That was the big announcement. We got
Produce myself.
tapes
Yes.
made
Yeah, look at.
right
Wow.
here. Whoops.
Yeah.
There we go. Get that shine out of there. And they're hella dope. From
That is
Heretical
awesome.
Records. Yeah,
That's so
man.
cool. Hey, that's got to be honestly, dude. I think seeing it on the tape is like almost like a bigger accomplishment than the CD. Almost.
Yeah.
It's like it's really rad, dude. Like opening that up and being able to hold it for the first time. That cassette, did it feel pretty good?
Yeah, it's like, bruh, we exist. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I mean, you can play shows and you can do this and that, but it's like, there's this certain point where it's like, I kind of started to realize, like, even if it's only a small amount of people, it's like we exist now. You know?
Yeah, no, I agree.
We've been making the joke that we've gone from beneath ground to being an underground band.
No, that's awesome. No, and I totally agree. I feel like being able to put an album out really opens up the mind to be able to write new music, you know? Especially if like trying to get ahead of yourself, you know, you cemented something, it's there, it's in history now, and now you can grow off that experience, you know? Because I know for being in a band for like 3 years, it was always like, oh, when am I going to stop doing songs and actually like rehearse these songs and record these, or you haven't released it long enough where you find like an insecurity about it and you're just like, you know what, this song's terrible.
Terrible.
I'm sorry for wasting your time.
I just gotta say, quarantine has helped me get over that real quick. I've been rapping like a madman. I've been loving it. So, I'm sorry.
Oh no,
What were you
I was just gonna say I feel like that, like, I mean, that's what artists do. They just like stare at their art until they hate it. Like, this is great, and then you look at it for too long, you're like, fuck that. Like,
or just something hits you out of nowhere, that bug, to make you just thrive.
yeah.
I'm like,
And you
dude,
just gotta hold on to that until it just.
Oh,
I'm like the complete opposite. I'm like, the more I listen to it, it's like, it'll get stuck in my head and I'll fucking forget it's one of my songs. And it'll get stuck in my head and I'll be like, oh, fuck yeah, that's one of my songs.
you know what? For me, my problem is I'll get too ahead of myself, and I'll write all the right pieces for the song, but they're not in the right order. It's almost like I had the perfect ingredients for this bomb pizza, but I started with the pepperoni first and put a big piece of dough right over it.
Threw a bunch of fucking cheese
And
and
I ended up like with an upside down slice of pizza. I remember having that band practice where I showed up and like I was so excited. I hyped my band up for like a week straight. I was like, my best work ever, and I remember I totally flopped it in practice, and I could barely and I could barely play it, and I was just like, I was able to play it 45 minutes in, and my guitar player pointed out, he's like, at first, man, there was no confidence behind that riff, you know, but then he says, once you got warmed up, he's like, it was amazing,
yeah,
you know, but it was like, you know, that's one thing I'm trying to integrate right now is practice as much, you know, get past that warm up phase, man, where you're able to jump on and, you know, I remember just a quick before we get back to you guys. I remember when I was talking to JJ French of Twisted Sister, and he said that a bunch of local bands would always ask him to come see their band, and he would always tell them, he's like, have you played 500 shows yet? You know, and he's like, and majority of them would be like, no, and he's like, I don't want to see you yet.
Word.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Word.
It's understandable.
Hey, dude, the guys from Earache, like I see them on Instagram talking about it, and they're the same way. They're like, if you haven't paid for a record and a tour yourself, they're not interested in you. Like,
I kind of feel like, again, though, that kind of halfway at least makes sense. Only because it's like, you know, put yourselves kind of in their shoes kind of idea or ideology, right? Like, kind of like, if you're at that point and somebody's like, oh, help me out, then maybe it's like you need kind of like, it's almost like their trade, or what's the word?
Bargain.
Something like that.
They're afraid that
commission.
Well, they're afraid that
not commission
because the
collateral. Collateral.
And I think too, they're afraid because the people aren't experienced. Like, what are you going to do when you go hit the road? What are you going to do when you hit the studio? It's like, you haven't experienced these things yet. Why would they invest money in you to do?
Oh yeah, and you know what? And a lot, and a lot of the things that we're investing in is the mistakes we have to learn from.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this feedback, any feedback you get, like, it's very important, in my opinion, not to take it negatively, but positive, like in a kind of like constructive way of like, oh, okay, let me think why they said that, and how can I like kind of like go forward in that way to just kind of be not better, but maybe get to that path that you want to get to. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Use it constructively, not put yourself down.
You know what's cool about, on the flip side of that though, like with quarantine, like you said, like, I mean, everyone's eyes are on social media now.
Yeah.
And it's cool. You could get a record deal and you could go on a tour and put out like a major label record and all that. That's cool, but you don't have to. It's social media, you know, and it has just expanded just the view of everyone. Everyone was sitting at home.
Yeah, no, I know it's a different time, but you know, that'll be for another topic. You know? But I'm just saying. But all I say, my rebuttal to like quarantine and all that is that people need each other. You know, and you know what? I think like human compassion is something that's becoming, it's becoming more afraid to do. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You know, it's like when we were little kids and like our parents always taught us to say thank you, you know, or excuse me. You know what I mean? Like it's just like going out. I feel like it's like I remember like recently, like I gave somebody a hug and I knew that we both weren't like we both just got recently tested or just something, you know, and all that. Yeah. But we haven't seen each other for so long that the hug itself felt awkward. You know, and I'm just like, I was like, what's wrong? You know, it's like the human touch, you know, and it's insane. And that's why we love concerts and mosh pits and everything, because when you're in a crowd, you're not judged because we're all there for the same thing and we all love the same thing. Yeah. You know, and man,
synergistic energy. That synergistic energy.
I need it in my life, damn it.
Yeah.
Somebody fucking love me.
Somebody fucking love me. Hey, I love you, bruh. I love you.
So, dude, tell me about some of these upcoming shows that you guys got.
So, our next scheduled show right now is November 20th at the Lux Factory, which is the old Rainier Beer Factory up in Seattle. Yeah, it's going to be a dope fucking show. You can go to theluxfactory.com and buy tickets. It's...
How much?
I don't know, let me...
It's all right. I don't think we're allowed to say exactly how much it is.
Word.
Hey,
cool.
that works.
It's a few bucks.
Cool. That works.
It is 21. It is 21 and over. That I do have to say.
Like
yeah.
So.
No, I dig it, dude. As they're tell me about your first show back, because you guys played a show recently, right? With like with Coffin Smasher and Crimson. And
Born Without Blood, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking shout out to Born Without Blood. Those dudes fucking
so
rip.
good.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna try and do a
face
grip more
just
shows.
melted to my toes. I had to pick it up.
Oh my god, they were so
Man,
good.
you guys got me.
Fucking ready.
Yeah.
You guys got me hyped up.
Yeah,
Dude.
Hey, if you get them
Yeah.
down, listen, if they come down near Medford or anywhere near you,
Go.
Don't
hit
joke
them up.
about it. Yeah.
They're
Don't mess around.
They're
Yeah.
so fucking good. They're
Yeah.
so goddamn good.
A lot of
How-
personalities.
How
to it.
how could I not believe you guys with that much enthusiasm?
Yeah. Big shout out to those guys.
I'd be an idiot almost not to not check them out. You know.
Real.
That drummer's not human. That drummer's not. He was like
All
warming
of them.
up with gravity blast. I was just like, oh my god.
I think he was the newest member too.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
So he had something to prove then.
And he did. He sure did.
Oh, so
I was just like,
no. Hey, tell me about your first show back after the quarantine. Was it immediately 100 miles an hour or tell me about it? What was it
Right out
like?
the gate.
Yeah.
Right out the gate. Yeah. And like my whole goal for the show was like, I just want to sound like we've been in quarantine practicing for 15 months. Right? Like I wanted to come out and just be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And we did. And
We
it
definitely
was,
got that response. Like,
yeah.
it was
Yeah.
so much fun.
Motherfuckers were mosh pitting.
Yeah.
And,
So many months in the making.
yeah.
In the waiting.
Yeah. The second we hit the first chord, it was just, I knew it. It was
Yeah.
like, cool.
Yeah,
We're
it was
on.
tight.
We're on. Yeah.
That is so
Yeah.
freaking cool. I am so excited. And
Fun.
I know this year we're like just warming up to doing shows again, and next year is just gonna be nasty.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
fuck,
kind of
yeah.
us too. Just taking a couple.
Yeah.
Taking
Very
a couple.
what? Nah, we're going.
We've
What's-
we've got a show coming up to keep your eye out for. I can't say which fest it is because it hasn't been released,
True.
but we did get on a
January, right?
really fucking dope festival in Southwest Washington.
In January.
In April, I
I
think.
thought you told me January. Is that a different one? Do we
That's a
have
different
more?
one. Yeah, we have more.
More than
We have
that.
More. April. It's. I think April, between January and April. But the lineup in the fest will be released this holiday season.
This holiday. It's a
It's a
Christmas
holiday
present.
Right
season.
around
It's
the
a
corner.
Christmas present.
Yeah, I was like,
It's a
wait.
Christmas present.
What's your guys' favorite type of shows to play? Do you get festivals, house parties, regular shows like
Yeah.
You go first.
I like playing outdoors, but I prefer playing clubs, man. I don't like basement shows. They're just too sweaty. And festivals are cool if you got a good sound guy. Festivals are fucking great if you got a good sound guy.
Oh, I know, it's such a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
There's
I like
somebody to
how-
hire who says, I can do it.
Yeah. I like house shows. House shows are fun as
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, because it's just like, I don't know, like when I've only played like 2 house shows, and not even with this band. I was like, I was a vocalist in a punk rock band in high school, and it was like the vibe was less like we you know, when we play together now and we go to a club, I'm like, okay, like we practiced, we put all this work into it, let's like be professional and blow people away and like have fun. But like house shows are just like all fun. Like I just get like shit faced and like yell into a microphone and like dance with people, and like then someone would make me I was like, hey, can I have a sandwich? You know, like it's a lot more intimate, and then you get I like house shows.
I can bring sandwiches to our shows.
Yeah.
If you want sandwiches, we can bring sandwiches.
Yeah, that's
A little less bread.
Less bread.
Less bread.
Less bread.
We can
you
do
know,
wraps.
Before
But-
the show,
we
I'm
can do
gonna go to
wraps.
sleep with a sandwich.
What about you?
After the show.
I would definitely say, clubs as well. Even sometimes like bars, like dive bars, things like that. Just I kind of like that kind of intimacy. Not as close as like house shows. It's a little different, but I definitely like, just the camaraderie around with like the bar, the venues, the management. I don't know, just so used to.
Dude, for me, it's either super massive shows or super small shows. I'm not like in between. Like, I'm not gonna lie, house shows are just so nostalgic. I can't tell you. I remember I played in Coos Bay, and I was 29 when I played it. There must have been 150 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
And everybody was smoking weed, drinking, like partying like we were in high school. And I'm just looking at them like, these kids are nuts. And I remember my lead singer was hella mad at me after the show because I didn't follow the script. You know what I mean? Like, we were doing a house show, and I was like, I don't want to put my leather pants on. I'm gonna put some basketball shorts on. And it's crazy. The whole he was mad because I screamed over all my clean lyrics. You know, but the thing is, there were so many kids, and also we were playing with punk bands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the band before us already broke out 4 windows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and we're playing in a massive living room, like in a big 3-story like beach house thing, you know, and it's like and in the donation jug there was like weed, cigarettes, beer, money, like at the end of the day, and dude. It's like when you're playing to kids, man. Like, god damn it, dude. Like, honestly, I'll play to kids instead of drunk dudes any night.
Sure.
Well, because they won't stand and just...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no judgment.
Oh, no, and they're excited, and those are, like, the metalheads of the future, but I'm not gonna lie. I prefer those shows over, like, you know what, Slayer, brother?
Yeah.
I'm just like, no, I don't know Rain of Heaven for the 40th fucking time, even though it's a great song. South of Heaven, I mean. I said Rain of Heaven. See, I'm not a Slayer.
Rain of Heaven.
It's alright. I combined both songs for you in my brain.
Yeah.
It's all good.
South of Blood.
South of Blood.
South of Blood.
You already got it. Yeah.
Divine Diabolicist.
Oh, man. It's okay. So, I'm super excited. Everybody listening right now to the Metal Mixtape. We are talking to Unholy Crowd. We're talking to Ethan, Rain, and Izzy. They talked about their new album that just dropped, Resurrection. Please go check it out on YouTube. Now we're going to get to the fun portion of the segment where I'm just going to ask you a bunch of random questions, and we'll go to left to right, and we'll start with Izzy. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right, Izzy. I'm just going to start off with a quick one. And only you can answer it, but then we'll jump back to you. In a deserted island, who's dying and who's getting eaten first between the whole band?
Who's dying and who's getting eaten first?
Yeah.
Dying. Probably Ian. And then eaten.
Well, would probably eat.
Definitely not Ian because he's too small. Not enough meat. Either myself or Ethan. No, Ray's got a little muscle on them too. So I don't know.
I could.
I might go nuts. Who knows?
All right.
Nuts.
All right.
Can I have a piece of you tonight, please?
All right, time for the multiple questions. Now we're going to go through. We're going to start with you, Ethan. If you had to choose your death, but it had to be by somebody in a horror flick or a villain, or even a villain in an anime, who would you choose to kill you?
I appreciate that you said anime as well.
Who would I choose to kill me? Thanos.
Thanos? How would he kill you?
With the snap.
With the snap.
Oh, that's quick. All right.
That's the easiest death.
That's why I got
Dust
it.
away.
Fucking A.
All right, Rain. If you could choose your death, but it had to be by a villain or somebody in a horror movie or anime, who would it be?
That's hard. Probably Catwoman. I don't know. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
She's technically in between, but all right.
Well, oh yeah, she's kind of an anti-hero sort of situation.
All right. She can like claw you to death or something. You know?
Yeah.
Steal all your shit. That's what she's gonna do.
Her and that. Yeah.
She's a robber.
She's got the claws and the whip. I think it fits. That's great.
Like which Catwoman though?
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Tim Burton.
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, Pfeiffer.
I thought you meant Tim Burton in a Catwoman costume, which is equally viable.
Yeah. Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman.
All right, Ethan. What about you, man? You can choose your death, but it had to be by an evil person in a movie or anime.
Is he?
Oh no, Ethan.
I already answered.
Thanos.
Two. No.
Oh, you said Thanos?
I said Thanos.
Catwoman.
Oh, Izzy.
Michelle
Well, all
Pfeiffer,
right.
Catwoman.
All right, Izzy.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Who you choosing?
Villain that would kill me. The chick from Audition. Y'all seen Audition?
No.
No.
Why you gotta bring the vibe down like that, bro?
Y'all seen
I'm a big horror fan, so it's gonna be like a horror character, like hands down. So, or fine, Samara from The Ring.
Ooh,
Alright.
The original.
yeah.
Hey, but feel free to message me that other movie you were talking about, because I'm gonna check out the trailer.
Will do.
And even though Ian isn't here, we'll choose his death for him.
Okay, what would it be?
The stepdad.
The stepdad.
What would his be?
The goose.
The fucking goose. So, it's not a very popular evil character.
It's a character we created.
It's a character we created, but based off of true events.
It's published.
It's published, yeah. The song Anatodephobia is about an evil satanic murder goose
Did we pay rent too?
that rends the flesh of its enemies, and it fucking lives above our studio.
Rends.
That's the one. That's the one. The goose from Anatodephobia is gonna kill him.
All right.
Biting his head off.
Or what if it was just Rain and Blood by Slayer that killed him?
He'd be like,
South of Blood.
Blood.
All right. We're gonna start with you, Ethan. If you could play guitar for any band in any era for one set, dead or alive, who are you playing with?
Slayer to play Rain and Blood.
I like it. All right, Rain. You can play with any band in any era for an entire set. What I'm asking.
On
Yeah.
the drums, Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden? Oh, that'd be amazing. You'd be up there for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, hey, but it'd just be all like a bunch of fun ride stuff. And then I get to see Bruce, or like just like wisps of him as he dances around. like where'd he go? Where'd he go?
That's awesome. All right, Izzy. Any band, any era, who you playing with?
Not as fancy as these guys, but I would say Black Dahlia Murder immediately in my brain. There's just non-stop energy, non-stop playing, no breaths in between. I would love that.
I would have said that if I was able to play as
I was gonna say I might pass out if I were to just.
That's how I practice every day, guys.
No, that's awesome. If you know who. Trying to think if I should mix it up a little bit. All right. Well, no, I already asked you that question. I think
We might have forgotten.
No, I think I got it. I think we're good. I think I asked the two main questions.
Penultimate question.
So before. Okay. Oh, never mind. It just hit me. Sorry, my edible was hitting round 2 in my brain.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. No, we love it.
You're like, wait,
Alright.
That's the great thing.
Hey, you know what's cool is that I could edit this and like it never happened.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
And everybody at home still thinks I know my shit.
Yeah, we won't tell you.
All right, we're gonna start with
$500.
Izzy. We're gonna start with you, man. Who is one band that is overrated and one band that is underrated? Yeah, baby.
Oh,
I was in there the whole time. I was just high as fuck.
Never doubted.
Fine, one that's overrated,
Sorry,
one that's
Briella.
underrated. Oh, it's all good. You said overrated and then underrated.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna piss a lot of people off. Here we go.
It's all right. Do it on my show. I love it.
Cool. All right. So overrated, in my opinion. Ghost. I could never get into them. Sorry, everybody. I know.
It's Ian.
I'm sure everybody likes them. A lot of people, a lot of metalheads I know like them. The one I would say is underrated, in my opinion. Unholy Crown.
Holy fucking crown. Hail Satan.
I think I can get behind that. All right, Ren. Who's overrated and who's underrated?
Okay, it's not in the metal genre.
It's alright.
But and I almost feel bad saying it, but like Mac Miller
Is overrated.
Wicked overrated. I think so, and it's sad. It was a sad circumstance, but I think his music is overrated.
And who's underrated?
Born Without Blood.
I like it.
Just kidding.
All right, Ethan, who's overrated and who's underrated?
Well, Pantera is definitely overrated. I don't know if that's an easy one, but
Hear the hate.
definitely overrated. And then I'm gonna go with Insanity's Reign is completely fucking underrated. Except that they're not underrated because everyone who listens to them fucking loves them.
For good reason.
For good fucking reason.
Yeah, I guess.
See, that's how I get you to keep promoting us is just by kissing your ass.
It's a symbiotic
It's a
relationship.
symbiote. No.
Symbi.
Yeah,
It's a
Symbi.
symbiotic.
Not Para.
Sexbiotic relationship.
No, honestly, you know who how I choose to support. You guys want to know my secret?
I would love that.
All right, ready.
The band. You know what? It has nothing to do with politics. It had nothing to do with anything. You know what makes me support a band without even asking? A band that supports themselves.
Sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, dude. When I say what
You gotta love what you're doing if I'm gonna love it, right?
Dude, when I see a 300 like band promoting more than a 10,000 like band, and really grinding, like, dude, like, it's gravitating seeing people like try to fulfill their dreams. You know, I always say like there's a big misconception on what a dream is if you're trying to reach it in the music industry. If you're already playing it and you're playing music you love, you're already living the dream. I think one of the only differences people think of is like living the dream is like if it could pay for everything. You know what I mean? You know, but still love it. You know, still love it. But the thing is, it's like you know, we're all living the dream, and man, I love seeing people on fire. Not literally, but
I did. Don't say that.
Those are new lyrics.
Oh man,
We're taking that.
Like,
dude,
it's inspiring.
can you guys do like in a breakdown and like hit the China while you're doing it?
Yeah. That's already a one though. People on fire. People on fire.
That was awesome. I don't think. Okay, and all right. This next question. We'll go to Izzy on this one. Who do you think is the best singer in metal right now?
Oh, you all are gonna totally hate me. You said singer, right?
Yeah.
Singer,
No. Package, the full package. Every criteria, no genre. Yeah.
Right. That's a lot. The whole package. Yeah, you're all gonna hate me. I have to say Corey Taylor. Because he can also
he's
sing.
good. He's good. There's no hate.
Well, he
no
can
hate.
sing and scream. Like,
Right.
there's a lot
Yeah,
of screamers
no.
I haven't heard sing, so I don't know if they can.
No
I
hate.
can't hit those pipes.
That is a great-
My
that is
neck
a-
isn't a tree.
That is a great answer.
Yeah, no, it really is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right, Rain. Who do you think's the best singer in metal right now?
Joe Bad from Fit for an Autopsy.
Oh, I love him. He's awesome.
Dude, like, especially in it. Yeah, Joe Bad. I was gonna say Travis Ryan from Cattle Decapitation because he can do things that I've like never heard, like those like sort of shit. But like,
Dude, that new kid from Lorna Shore.
the new kid from Lord of Shore.
Oh,
Bad.
Will Ramos.
Will Ramos.
Joe fucking is like your most quintessential deathcore vocalist, and he has the coolest tone, in my opinion, to his like mids and his deathcore vocals or whatever.
Yeah.
But also he does like Gojira type shit where he does a singy screamies like Norma Jean and the singy screamies. That's a technical.
I
No, it's
I
the
love
singing
that.
screamies.
I loved it. Yeah, go for
But
it.
yeah, Joe Bad.
I love it. All right, Ethan.
Rob Halford.
He's
Rob
so
fucking Halford.
All right, Yeah, you know what? Hey, he's still active, man.
He's still
It's just funny. No, he is. He definitely is.
Yeah.
And he's cooler guy than you would think in person. He's really cool in person, I've heard.
Oh, okay.
his
Podcast
his
with him on,
Instagram's
and it's
lit.
Like, whoa, like underground podcast, and you would never think he'd be on that, and super down to earth dude.
He's an extremely inspiring character.
He's
not
not
expiring. No!
Whoa!
Stop it!
No!
He's next now, you fuck.
No! Inspiring.
Edit.
Hey, edit that out.
Wait, here
Rob
we go.
Rob Halford, Unholy Crown loves you.
I mean,
He's an extremely
Rewind.
inspiring character for me.
I love Rob.
Yeah,
Rob's great.
yeah.
You know what? I'll share my opinion too.
Get it.
I think the best singer right now in metal, with every single attribute, including intelligence, growth, stage presence, consistency. I would say Floor Jansen from Nightwish is hands down.
Oh!
I would say hands down. She is the overall best singer in heavy metal, and I would put Giannis Papadopoulos from Beast in Black second, and then maybe like Brittany Slays from Alicia Archer's third. You know, but dude, Floor Jansen, like just watch her videos. And she is literally like, if there was like a big war and like one of those like just Lord of the Ring movies, and like they needed like some queen to rule like the biggest armies in the world, like it would be Floor Jansen. And honestly, for vocalists, Finland and Greece are just like killing it with clean vocalists, in my opinion. I think I really want to go to Finland.
Oh yeah, I think Ian would probably say like the guy from Arcspire or what's that other band he really likes?
The Russian band.
No.
Rammstein?
No.
Yeah, dude.
No. That's
Slaughter German, right?
Slaughter to Prevail. But listen, we could throw Lynn Tillerman. We could throw Lynn Tillerman into the greatest vocalist.
That's the Russian one.
Yeah, that is. Well, in the other three bands.
Yeah, that's how it's terrible.
Slaughter to Prevail.
No, I'm actually married to the singer of that band.
Yeah,
Alex terrible.
He doesn't know it.
He doesn't know it.
We don't condone stalking or any of that,
No.
but it's a healthy, unhealthy imagination here.
Yeah. No, Acrania or whatever the fuck, some like sort of band. that
He
you
loves
like.
the
He loves
breeze.
Slam Death.
Slam
He's
Death,
a
yeah.
deathcore kid, yeah.
Not
Slam
even
Death.
deathcore,
No,
like
Slam Death.
slam, like
Yeah, he loves that shit.
visceral disgorge.
it's good, though.
And it is great.
What is
I
it?
think that's a band.
Xenopath? Or Xenopath? That band's sick as fuck. No?
I got no hate
Silence
in me
crickets.
for metal.
I love it.
I don't care which fucking subgenre it is, except for the racist shit.
Oh yeah.
Like that's the only one that I don't want to listen to.
You mean that black metal stuff?
Not. I mean, no,
metal.
but not even just black metal. I mean the racist black metal shit.
Because
There's
good amount of
racism in every music.
a good
No,
amount
there
of
is,
black
of course,
metal is
of
like
course.
Lord of the Rings, and it's just like Gollum.
Well,
did
and
this.
there's I
And
mean
Mordor.
there's so many different subgenres of stuff. Dude, if I can bang my head to it, I love it.
I love it, guys. I love it. Well, no.
Dude, did you ever see? Did you ever see the Lord of the Rings 2, the animated one though, from way back in the day, the one that
no.
Disney did?
Yeah.
And the orcs are like whipping them, like doing the like whistle while you work and shit. We could totally do that.
All right. For the last question before we end this interview, I'll go to Ethan. What's the biggest conspiracy you believe in?
Like for real?
Oh.
Like
You don't have to. You guys don't have to agree with each other. Just it could be right here.
what is the biggest conspiracy?
Nobody's gonna laugh at you. Just what comes to mind?
Bruh, I'm so fucking used to people laughing at me. What is the biggest fucking conspiracy I believe in? Oh my god.
This is the first
I
time
believe
ever.
in a bunch of them. I believe in a bunch of them.
What's one? Just give me one.
Top your list.
Top one.
Tier.
Gear.
Elite.
I know. I always believed it wasn't delivery. It was DiGiorno.
Harp.
Harp?
Harp.
Is that
harp?
Is that the weather changing or is that the Adams?
That's the microwave weather machine up in Alaska. Yeah.
What is
Oh
that?
yeah. Oh yeah. I've seen that create like
Yeah.
like clouds in seconds and rain and stuff.
It's a giant microwave complex that they have in Alaska, and like you can just Google the rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's HARP. HARP.
Harp, like,
That's a great question.
Oh, dude, did you see? I saw this video on YouTube of this girl playing a harp with a distortion pedal last night. Oh,
that's
it's so
awesome.
good. Oh.
I've gotten a little drunk.
All right, Rain. Oh, biggest conspiracy you're into.
Biggest conspiracy I'm in. I say that like you just asked the question. I'm like, wow. Like,
I know. You guys are Russian Ethan over here. You guys are like, you know what? I did not think about it at all.
You know what? Just because you took so long, we're gonna edit mine out, and I've got a better one. Mine is the Britney Spears one. That Britney Spears died, and that they replaced her with a fucking robot.
With a fembot.
With a fembot, baby.
Head. Crazy.
That's wild.
That's wild.
It's crazy.
It's hot.
And it feels all right.
That's hot.
I'm so excited. Yeah.
But I don't know. A lot of the ones that I believe in are like, oh yeah.
Gotta pick one.
I don't know. Like
It could be anything, bro. Anything.
aliens. I dig that.
It's not a conspiracy. The government said.
Well, the
Tom
government
DeLonge
lies
proved-
all
That's
the
true.
time.
Technically,
DeLonge.
it's not conspiracy.
Tom
That's
DeLonge.
true.
Tom DeLonge proved that aliens exist.
Oh.
Well, before the government opened it up, but yeah.
Maybe
It was just his
Like-
shit. That's all. They didn't even
I don't know, like an upper crust, like the whole like the upper 1%. I don't know, dude. That's a deep question. I'm like, yeah, maybe to like everything. I'm just like, oh, but oh, okay. Here, because I'm such an indecisive ass bitch. This is birds aren't real. Birds aren't real. They're all. If it flies, it spies.
Pretty wild. I mean,
I
I
actually made a really good. I made a really good seagull friend today at the beach that I named Dahlia, and I fed her a lot of bay shrimp.
oh my gosh.
So that's my answer.
All right, Izzy. I don't know. You got Britney Spears and you got Birds Don't Exist. So what do you got, man?
I've got multiple, but I have to go for my top list. Cryptids, all the way.
Oh,
I mean, I know
Cryptids?
it's super broad. And
Explain to me what that is.
Cryptids, like for example, Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, Chupacabra, etc.
Mm.
That kind of deal. Like people are like, oh, it's this weird monster, blah blah blah, right? And then they like call it something, or Bat Boy, something like that. You know, all
Bat
that
Boy.
silly stuff. I don't know. I always grew up super interested with it. And I guess before, you know, all the official documents or whatever that came out about aliens, those were included as well. But yeah.
No,
Filth is encrypted.
I think the biggest one for me is that I believe that aliens are just billionaire humanoids from other planets, just visiting each other and looking for other resources.
Whoa! I would agree with that.
Hey, I've heard like a variation on that one where they all live in the middle of the earth.
Oh yeah, oh no,
It's
it's Hollow Earth. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Especially you should look up the Lumerians that they have in Mount Shasta, man, and how blacked off that is by like the FBI and stuff.
Word up.
And it will tell you how they build their societies, where one level they'll have like educational and schools, the other level they'll have like just like, you know, like they build it up in levels like pyramids. But you know what? Here's the thing: is like, I think just I don't know, believing in everything. I feel like anything's possible. You know, I always go ahead.
Pyramids were possible?
Pyramids?
You think that was humans? I'll just straight up.
Well, also, I think that it comes from like a suppression thing. You know what I mean? I feel the thing is that the victors write the history books, and some victors couldn't stand other civilizations having certain technologies. The same with the Germans burning books with the Jewish.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yes. So I feel that histories were purposely wiped out so they could be rewritten.
What's that Napoleon quote?
All right.
It's like
I respect that.
Something about like the winners write the books or whatever the fuck Napoleon said. You know what I'm talking about.
You're the one who brought it up.
You know that it's like history is written
by
from the view of the victor or some shit like this.
Well, it's really by the view of the survivor and whoever has a pen and paper at that point.
Yeah. Have you ever read Howard Zimm's People's History of the United States of America?
Mm-mm.
It's like it's a bunch of like letters home and shit from like people that were on, say, Columbus's ship or just all throughout American history, and it shows the giant contrast between what they're saying is going on and like what we learned in school.
And not even like, you know, not even just like black and white of like right or wrong, but just literally like interpretation or perspective alone. Like it could have been something that, you know, like freaked them out. They didn't know what was going on, and it's not even what they're describing, right? Now there's a movie 20, you know.
I don't know.
Years later.
I don't know shit.
All right, Rain, what do you got? Rain, raise it.
So Winston Churchill said that history is written by the victors.
Him and Napoleon.
Napoleon said history is the version of past events that people have decided to agree on.
Whoa.
It's kind of like Smells Like Teen Spirit versus More Than Doing. It's kind of the same fucking thing.
All right, guys. We could go 45 more minutes on this topic.
All right, let's go.
No, it's fine. You want to know what happened to me earlier? I was talking to Sal. He was the drummer for Typo Negative. And, and the thing is that in my embargo, I was supposed to talk about his new album. And I only had 20 minutes to talk to him. And for 18 minutes, we talked about conspiracies. And didn't talk anything about music.
Was he in Life of Agony also?
Yeah. Before he was in Life of Agony, I think when Peter Steele was still in Carnivore.
Word. I love Life of Agony, dude.
I love Peter Steele.
Yeah, I think we all love Peter Steele.
Everybody loves Peter Steele.
Even if you don't like him, you like him. It's kind of he has that attraction.
I love this. I remember seeing when he got out of I don't remember if it was when he got out of the mental hospital or when he got out of prison, but I saw an interview with him and they were like, you know, did anyone fuck with you there? And he's like, I'm 6'7" and I have fangs. Nobody fucked with me.
All right, guys. All right, before we end the interview, we're talking Unholy Crown. This was a massive interview. I'm really happy with. We almost stretched it out to almost an hour.
Fuck yeah, nice.
All right.
Love it.
So before we end, before you tell us where to find Unholy Crown, everybody give me a shout out. Who you want to shout out really quick? We'll start with Dizzy.
Where you can find us?
Oh no, just shout out. Somebody you care about. Maybe you shout out the new Philly cheesesteak at Jimmy John's. I don't know.
Fuck all that. What I will shout out my own personal project, Excessive Suppressing. Find that on all platforms. All over. I got like 3 albums out on Spotify. Rain's featured on one of them. All kinds of great metal, as well as like instrumental hip hop. All kinds of music on there.
I like it. All right, Rain, shout out.
Well, I'm once again, I'm gonna shout out fucking Born Without Blood. They're so fucking good.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan. They're so goddamn good. Also, shout out Dante's and Fireside on 23rd.
That was 3.
That's 3 of them. Yeah, real quick.
Shout out as many as you want.
Yeah, I'm just shouting out.
Hear this.
Also, like, hi Anna, hi baby, hi. Okay, pass to the mic. Go.
I'm gonna shout out, and this is gonna go back to what you were kind of saying earlier. Is like everyone. I give a shout out to everyone I have in my life over this past like 15 months. My wife, this band, you know, the other people on that in other bands in this scene that we've kind of got to communicate over social media, not being able to play shows, and still my kids, just everyone that I have in my life. Give a huge shout out to them. It's hard as fuck. It's hard as fuck to deal with me.
Shout out Murder Goose.
Murder Goose.
Shout out Murder Goose.
And shout out to our singer Ian, who isn't fucking here for the second time with an interview with you.
He told us, y'all.
Well, you know what? You know what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna give him an exclusive and just do a solo interview with him.
Oh man, you'll get 2 hours. You'll get 2 hours out of him, and you won't get a word in.
You probably only get 3 minutes out of me. Hello. All right. Before I let you go, where can all the listeners out there in Ashland find Unholy Crown?
You can find us on everything like Spotify, Apple Music.
You can Google Unholy Crown,
and we'll come up.
And we'll our own.
If I search you guys and I don't find you on something, I'm gonna be pissed.
Bruh, Google us.
They just call like 3 in the morning.
Of course, we're literally on everything.
We're on everything. We're on Spotify.
We are.
We have a TikTok. We have a Twitter. We have Instagram. We're on the Metal Archives.
We were recently introduced to Metal Archives.
We're on Ask Jeeves.
We're on Ask Jeeves. we're on what's the one the
SoundCloud.
The fucking girl that you like put in and rate people on.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
I have to take that. I have to take the R word out of the interview.
What was that? What? Where?
You said rate.
What?
But yeah, I think it's cool.
Yeah. What is that?
The rate. It's like it's
freak me out.
The fucking. She made the website and you go on there and like find plumbers and shit, and you rate them. I don't know. It was a huge website.
Oh! You said rate. Okay. Oh. I was like, what the fuck? Yelp.
Sure, we're on Yelp.
We're on Yelp.
Okay, guys, music platforms. But yeah, all major platforms for sure.
You can find our tapes and our T-shirt
on Bandcamp
and some other merch on the Heretical Records at Bandcamp.
Fucking shout out Heretical Records.
Shout out Heretical Records.
It was a late bloomer, but we all meant to do it. Yeah. Shout out Heretical.
Alright guys, thank you so much for being on the Metal Mixtape. We're talking Unholy Crown from Portland, Oregon. Please check them out. I recommend Resurrection. Amazing song. All their songs are amazing. But hey, thank you so much, Ethan, Rain, and Izzy, and you guys have a beautiful night.
Yeah, thank you, Omar.